everybody, this is Marie and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'm doing this video on the night of February 14th, and I'm hoping to be able to have it uploaded before midnight tonight. Today, guys, I really want to talk about soulmates. I know, a little cheesy, but I feel like, why not? It's Valentine's Day. Now, for those interested, today I'm going to be using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot deck. It's from Liminal. I guess that's probably the publishing company. No, sorry, Sterling Ethos is the publishing company. Pretty cool deck. I've been using it for a while. I really like it. A little woke, but if you can look behind it, it's a very nice deck to work with. Now, and also please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. You know it, guys. I want the love and attention. Desperate for it, really, to drive people to my channel. I want to thank you to my new subscriber. I also want to thank you to my current subscribers and my views on YouTube, on Rumble, on BitChute, on Telegram. I appreciate you guys. It means a lot. It really helps. You have no idea. So thank you. I am so grateful to have you guys. So in the spirit of St. Valentine's and happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope that you, well, love yourself. And if you have somebody that cares about you, that loves you, and you love back, that's even more beautiful. So, soulmates. I know it's written about, it's talked about. So I guess we all know, kind of have like a loose definition of soulmate. It's basically somebody that you are matched with spiritually, intellectually, all of that in the above and then some. And I want to ask the question today is it real? We've seen people on TV and older couple who's been married for what, 50 years, 75 years, and being very happy with one another. Now, granted, back then, especially grandparents' time, divorce was very rare. You had to make it work unless the guy was really abusing you. But even then, a lot of people would stay in the marriage because that was the norm back in those days. So making it work was pure pressure, really. But now that, you know, there's more liberties, feminism, and freedom and equal pay and all of that, women don't need to depend on a man anymore to be together. So now, that was soulmate a thing back then and is no longer the same now? I mean, you have questions, right? So the question for the cards is soulmates. Is it a real thing? Because maybe soulmates had to be a thing in the past. But maybe now things are different. Let's see what the cards want to say about that. Personally, I think there is a soulmate. Maybe there are more than one soulmate. But I'm curious to see what the cards have to say. Because frankly, I've never asked the cards this kind of questions. It never occurred to me. Ooh. What's that? Okay, so is soulmate, having a soulmate, is it real? Is it a real thing? Like, does it exist? Does it exist? Is it happening to somebody, anybody? Now, if you have a soulmate, and please comment. I really want to hear your thoughts. I am so curious about this. God, the cards are. Okay. Is it real? Soulmate. Real. Ten of Swords is the first card. Prince of Cards, situation. Hermit, past. Ten of Pentacles, present. King of Swords, potential outcome. Two of Swords, clarification. Princess of Swords, clarification. I'm seeing a lot of swords. I saw 2 tens. So that's going to be an interesting. Wow. So the first card is Ten of Swords. So we asked the question, is the concept of soulmates, is it a real thing? The interesting is the card is answering me in a totally different way. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is ending. Swords, thoughts, words, facts, information. And in that situation, to answer the question, is it real? The card, to answer the question, the first card that appears, the Ten of Swords, which is an ending, that tells me no. It's as if to say that our concept or our understanding or spiritual, mental, intellectual understanding of what we think of a soulmate does not coincide with how the universe sees it. That's shocking. Okay? Prince of Cups to represent the situation. Now, Prince of Cups, Page of Cups, it's usually somebody who is it's usually somebody who's emotionally driven. What drives them, what pushes them is the cups. All cups is about emotion, dealing with the matter of the heart. So the card is saying that, okay, our understanding of soulmate is not how the spirit world looks at it, but there is some truth to it with that Prince of Cups, to a small degree, because that's what that Prince represents. So we're close to the universe definition, but we're not quite there yet. I think we may have to fine tune the question, because the Prince showed up. The Prince of Cups. Prince of Cups is what drives that person is their emotion. So we have to have, it's not, you're not soulmates based on the Ten of Swords, but you have the person that you will meet is somebody that you emotionally match with, or somebody that you are in the same vibration and frequency. That's how the universe is defining it. So you're not soul bound or soul mate. It's more like a frequency or emotional match, because that's the card that's showing. But it's not the king, it's not the queen that's showing up. It's the prince, which is so interesting about this whole thing. So there is more to it. I guess the way to ask the question. So this is wow. Okay, so Prince is kind of like the knight, represent movement. It represents a process of, so you have to be in the same vibrational attunement or synchronicity, or vibrating at the same level and moving in the same level somehow, either in life or through whatever chapter that you go through or your evolution. So it's not really a soul thing, but it's a vibrational thing. And in the past is the Hermit card that showed up. So the Hermit is an old soul. The Hermit is somebody who have seen many lifetimes. Somebody who is so wise. It's like an old soul. And you know who I'm talking about. You know, it could be a very young child, but they have the eyes and the temperament of a person who's been in this earth for a long time. My daughter, my second one, she's totally an old soul. The way she acts, the way she talks. And my first one, I could tell, brand new. Straight out from the factory. No warranty expired yet. That, I mean, you could tell. And I think a lot of moms will know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm pretty sure you might know somebody that they might be very young and they have the temperament of a very old soul. And so the soulmate thing is not necessarily about having a soul connection with that person, but it's more about a vibrational. And in order for you to meet that vibrational match, a lot have to do with a person being an old soul, wise, maturity, but not on the physical plane. I mean, somebody whose soul has been around, reincarnated so many times. So that's interesting that I'm seeing the Hermit in the past. The Hermit is somebody who's not afraid of leaving safety behind to seek out truth. And the reason why they leave safety is because either something was missing, or they decide it no longer served the purpose and decide to seek out truth. And usually hermits tends to be truth seekers, philosophers, very cerebral, like analytical. So to see this in the past, that tells me you have to be a very old soul, very wise. This is so interesting. Present, Ten of Pentacles. So again, all tens are ending. The pentacle is anything that's tangible, like could be resources, could be homes, properties, money, assets, anything that deals with possession. But the fact that it's a 10, again, ending, it's as if to me that, so usually when I see the 10 of Pentacle, it means a community, it means inheritance, it means a particular country or what, but again, ending theme here. But in this particular situation, this tells me that, you know, it's somebody, so this is the current situation, it's somebody who is no longer attached to the matters of the earth. As if you are so advanced soul that you're not into, you're above the pettiness, you're above certain bull, you know, certain, yes, you're material, you're concerned about, you know, comfort, whatever, but it's not, it's as if you come on this plane, this earth, you know why you're here. You know that you have a mission that you have to accomplish, and you know that, okay, I have certain things that I have to accomplish soul-wise that I need to do. So as if the material world is not, it's not really my priority. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here, yeah, I need money to live, I need money to do this, but it's not something that I'm going to be ruled by. It's something that, you know, I overcome. But it's not, I'm not here for this. I'm not here for materialistic type of things. I'm here for way beyond this. That's interesting. Again, not, I was not seeing this at all. King of Swords. So King of Swords, so all kings is about a mastery. And Swords is about truth, facts, information, and it could be spiritual awakening as well. So the swords could be very harsh. It could be very firm. when it comes out with that information or that decision. So to have the king come out as the potential outcome, that tells me that, you know, I guess it's not what we thought. I guess, wow, that's something I was not expecting, because the king, it deals with the truth. It deals with, you know, black and white. It doesn't mess around. There's no diplomacy here. I mean, there might be some diplomacy, but it's really cut and dry. It cuts down right to the matter of things. It's as if, so we ask the question, is it real? The universe said no, and I didn't know that we think about it. It has more to do with vibrational, how you move together vibrationally. But how you move together vibrationally. So that person's vibration might change, your vibration might change. So the whole point is how you move together, how you can stay in the same vibration from beginning to end. So if you see those couples who have been together for a very long time, it's about how their vibration stayed in sync for all this time. But it's not, it's more on an emotional level. It has nothing to do with your soul. Your soul is free. You're not bound. And the fact that the King of Swords came as an outcome, I think that's the truth that we're gonna have to. It's really out there for you to see. I mean, the universe really wants you to make that distinction between that the soul is free. It's not bound to another soul. That, you know, you can meet with somebody that you match with on a vibrational level, on an emotional level, and you stay with that person because you match. Because the Prince of Cups is kind of like the knight. The knight moves together, and they can be fickle because they can change their mind, their emotion. They can switch their emotion at any point. But the fact that if both people can stay together and stay in this vibrational match, you can be, you know, mates, vibrational mates, but not necessarily soulmates. And the King of Swords is really cutting through the matter, cutting through that fact, letting you know, yep, that's it. And there's no if to it. And the fact that that clarification is the Two of Swords, that tells you that, you know, you may not want to see the truth because you see this person blindfolded on, and you might not want to reconcile that truth that, you know, the soulmate and the vibrational mate, it's two different issues. You're going to have to, you might want to be in denial all you want, but the truth of the matter is, it is what it is. Good Lord. This is that was an interesting reading whatsoever. I don't even know if I'm going to have people view this. This is like a burst bubble. And the Princess of Swords. So the Princess of Swords is kind of like a page. And the page is about a message. Again, it's to say all pages or messengers. And swords, facts, information, it comes out a little bit harsh, a little bit not what you expected. I mean, really now? So it's to let you know that there's some truth to the question, but it's just not exactly what we're looking at. So that's the message. Okay, that's totally interesting. So now that we know it's not soulmate, it's more like somebody who's that you deal with on a vibrational level. So is there more than one of those vibrational mates? Because you cannot call them soulmate. The cards were very harsh and really wanted to make that point across. Okay, let's ask, do we have more than one vibrational mate? Somebody that you vibe with on the vibrational, emotional level. Is there more than one in your lifetime? Like, we know that everybody reincarnates at one particular time. So is there a vibrational mate out there that match your energy, that match that person's energy? So that's the question. Yeah, do you have more than one vibrational mate? I'm so nervous now. I don't know what the card's gonna say. Five of Swords, to answer the question. Prince of Torch, a situation. Eight of Torch, pass. Two of Swords, present. Queen of Cups, outcome. Three of Pentacles, clarification. Nine of Torch, sorry, King of Torch, clarification. So again, this is, I don't even know what to say. The first card that shows up is the Five of Swords. Now again, all fives or swords. Swords or thoughts, words, information, facts. Fives is always conflict. Now, if I was negative Nancy, you know, to answer the question, are there more than one vibrational mates? Now, seeing that card, the first answer would be no. But, you know, the positive, conservative person that I am, I would say there's a lot of work that a person needs to do first on a spiritual, intellectual level to find that vibrational match or that vibrational mate. It's not as easy as people think it is. It's not, again, on a soul level, but you have to elevate yourself to the level where you can meet that person. It is so interesting. So, you know, the lazy answer, I would say no. But if you are that type of person who have no is not the answer, or, you know, you have to do some work. So more than one vibrational mate, work has to be done in order for you to meet that person. And it seems like it's so rare. Finding that person requires some work on both parties. That you have to make a consistent effort to really elevate yourself, elevate your game, so to speak, because it's not as easy. The Prince of Torch. The Prince is movement. Torch, passion, motivation. And that's interesting. That's the card that shows all Prince are knights, and all knights are movement. So you have to do some work in yourself, because it's not easy to find that vibrational match. You have to elevate your game in order for you to find to match that person's energy, or to find that person that's going to be your match. And it's a it is a consensus or conscientious effort that needs to be made in order to match that person's emotional vibration. Now, in the past, with the Eight of Torch, so Eight of Torch represent movement, traveling. Again, that's another traveling card in the past. So as if the universe wants to say that the opportunity is giving to you on several occasions, that you're getting that download, or you're getting that opportunity. Because when you see this card, that Eight of Torch is like rapid movement. It's like everything will line up for you. So there will be time in your life where situation will line up for you, or the opportunity will line up. There's a window given to you to make that choice, or to meet that potential vibrational mate. So it's like it's more than one. So there's different situations that would occur where the opportunity will take place, because this is a swift energy. It means opportunity. It means like a good news. I mean, the Eight of Torch it's a beautiful card. It's like rapid movement, where things will just happen out of nowhere. So there might be certain events in a person's past, or several different events, where a person had the choice or the opportunity, because two is duality. And if you really look at this person, he or she is like kind of in the crossroad. There's two paths, and they have to make a choice. So right now, that person is in a safe situation, and they have the opportunity to choose: do you stay in that position, or do you go and seek out something new? So there's the opportunity of meeting that match, that vibrational match is there. Or we decide not to pursue, or we didn't even think it was an opportunity, because maybe you don't recognize it. But the opportunity has come by you, or that whoever. And potential outcome with the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, that's interesting, is the queen that showed up. So it tells me that you have to be at a very mature, emotional, mature level to recognize and to meet that vibrational match. So there's not more than one. Well, there might be more than one, but you have to elevate your game, or elevate yourself in such a way that you meet that person. But the work has to start with you. So, when people are complaining, like, there's no good man, there's no good bad, clearly the card is trying to say that you have to elevate your game. You have to elevate yourself. You have to do the work, emotionally, spiritually, all of that, in order so that when the opportunity comes to you, you recognize it. Because the outcome here, it says Queen of Cups. You have to be somebody very emotionally aware, very sensitive, very mature emotionally, in order to recognize that match when you see it. That Three of Pentacles tells me, again, collaboration. So Pentacles is about anything tangible, anything that's real. It could be money, it could be asset, it could be you as a person. In this sense, I'm choosing that you do the work as a person, as a collective, but as a person. You do the work, emotional, physical, spiritual level. You have to reconcile the two, or the three. All of that needs to work in consensus. Reconcile yourself, so you can get to that mature level. So there's some work done on a physical plane to elevate yourself. So if you're not happy with the way you look, change it. new haircut, some color, you're not happy with the weight, shed it. You know, start walking. You know, you're not used to saying no. Start more small. Say no to a telemarketer and build yourself, you know, to saying no to your mom or whatever. You know, just start first step. Start first step, making the effort, and really working with yourself, like on an all level, you know, spiritually, emotionally, physically, really working together to work on yourself in a meaningful way, because that's the clarification of the card. And then the King of Torch. The King of Torch is so interesting. It's the King of Torch that shows up because the king is somebody very passionate, very fierce, very much love. They love fiercely. So if you're able to do that, you will meet that match, that vibrational match, that will give you, you know, the emotional satisfaction and passion and everything in between. So it has a lot to do with the individual, because you might have met your vibrational match and just, you know, walk past that person. You might think, oh, that person is probably boring or whatever, probably, and not realizing that was your match because you and that person were not vibing. That is incredible. So the last question is, you know, any advice that the universe have to share about, you know, wanting to meet your vibrational vibrational mate in this now in the earth plane, or Prince of Pentacles. Card said to pay attention. I am, I'm trying. So any advice? Right, we know what a soulmate, I mean, it's not soulmate, it's more of a vibrational mate. And we know that they're rare. Was several opportunities presented to a person in that, but you have to be in a spiritual, emotional, mature situation to recognize that vibrational mate. So any advice that the universe wants to share, especially now, you know, where now there's so many people that were single, living alone, what advice for people looking for love, specifically looking for their vibrational mate? Oh my God, I'm so scared. Those cards have been brutal. Oops, oops. Queen of Cups. To answer the question, Six of Pentacles. Situation. Eight of Pentacles. Past, recent past. Three of Swords. Present. Four of Torches. Potential outcome. Prince of Pentacles. Clarification. Seven of Cups. Clarification. So the first card is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is about, you know, being very attuned emotionally, spiritually. So all cups deals with emotion. So we ask what advice that the universe wants to share for people who are seeking their vibrational mate in this lifetime. And the question is, you know, uh, focus on building up yourself on a spiritual, emotional level. Work on that, on raising your vibration. And then once you do, you know, Six of Pentacles that represents the situation, it will work like things will work out for you in this lifetime, because this is Six of Pentacles. So Pentacles deal with, you know, what's real, what tangible, what's on this earth, what you can touch, results. And I'm happy that is the pentacle that shows up. So, and six, if you look at numerology, six is balance. So you see this a person, she have those coins, and then she's as if she's handing out some coins to some people. It's as if, you know, your effort will be rewarded. So if you do the work, you really work on elevating yourself on a spiritual and emotional level, you know, the universe will reward you. Will be rewarded for your hard work. You will find that mate. Things will work itself out. Incredible. I love it. In the past, Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles is about, you know, working hard on something. It's about really paying attention to your. So if you've been really paying attention, really taking time to work on yourself, do the right thing, you know, really work on improving yourself, improving your life. So if that's what you've been doing, the advice is that, so present time, the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords, so all three, so if two is duality, three is adventure, things would change. So usually the Three of Swords is a card of loss. So it might say that as if, you know, now maybe you're not, maybe right now you have not met your vibrational mate, or maybe you are going through a separation. Maybe right now, you know, things are not working out for you. Maybe right now you may have your doubts, you may have your fears, you may have, you know, all of that. But don't let this boggle you down with that Three of Swords, because all swords is about information, truth. You know, use this opportunity to reawaken yourself, because that's what's interesting about this whole thing, is that the outcome is the Four of Torch. So Four of Wands is usually a card of breakthrough, of celebration. It's a card that, you know, things might not be working out for you right now, but very near in the future, if you continue on working on yourself and elevating yourself in a mature and spiritual level, you will meet that vibrational match. Because the Four of Wands, Four of Wands is fire, it's inspiration, it's passion, and that card represents, you know, security. Four is stability. In a card, and this is a card of success, because it's a card of homecoming. It's a card of, you know, again, celebration. So you know, once you do all this work, you know, things will work out for you. Maybe not right now, but in foreseeable future, things will. You will find that vibrational mate. In the meanwhile, the clarification, the first one is the Prince of Pentacles. So keep on studying. Keep on working on yourself. Not in a narcissistic way, but, you know, keep on elevating your game, so to speak. You know, because every little steps that you take in improving yourself, of doing things that makes you happy, will lead you to that, you know, spiritual, emotional maturity. You know, at the end of the day, you want to love yourself and be happy with yourself. So that it's about that first step, and that first step leads to another step. So example, I had 2 girls back to back. By the time that, you know, the kids were, I still had the baby weight, and I was 225. And then once the baby was gone, I went to 196. And I was not happy with how I look. I was looking at myself in the picture. I was miserable. I didn't like what I saw. It was just, I didn't like it. And I decided, you know what? I don't want to be in that space. I don't want to be in that headspace. And I just started walking. Started 1 time a day, then 2 times a day. 50 minutes walks here and there. And I've been doing it consistently. And now I'm down to 170, what was it? 174 now. 174, 175, depending on the day. But, it's to tell you, it's not easy. It's just the first step. Continue on working on yourself, and continue on doing things that makes you happy. If you like to watch romantic comedies, watch that. If you like, just do something that you enjoy. Like if painting is your thing, do painting. And so to come back to this, sorry about the segue, but if you're working on yourself and things will work out for you, and not only that, you will find success. Sorry. You will find your oh, sorry. You will find love. You will find that vibrational mate. Keep on working on yourself. And before you know it, the choices will open up for you, because the 7 of Cups is a card of choices and opportunities. So once you get yourself into that vibrational state of mind, or that level of maturity, emotionally and spiritually, you get the opportunity to meet that person or different person that will match your vibrational frequency. So this is, I have no words. Princess of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So Princess of Pentacles is somebody practical, successful, that brings stability to your life in a meaningful way, and that bring a new beginning and happiness with that Ace of Cups. Gracious. This is so interesting, guys. I was not expecting the cards to say this at all. I've learned so much here. I hope you guys have learned something here as well. I don't even know what to say. There's no such thing as soulmate. It's vibrational mate, emotional mate. Wow, this is like mind-blowing right here. I'm gonna try to upload this as soon as possible. Guys, thank you for sticking with me to the end of this video. That was a deep dive. I was not expecting the universe to answer me that way, to answer us this way. This is like mind-blowing. I don't even know. Thank you for the share, likes, and subscribe. Please share, like, and subscribe. I really want to hear your comments. This is totally unexpected. Thank you, guys. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.